Okay, I am cooking a roast, kind of. Well, actually, I'm not cooking a roast. It's something like a roast. For my 1-year-old daughter, I'm going to be using this stew meat, so beef. So stew, maybe not roast. I might change the title. I'm using stew meat. It's cut up. I'm gonna make it the way like when you put the roast and carrots and potatoes and all that kind of stuff in there. I'm gonna do that, but with the stew, and like a different kind of. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just making my own thing up, but in the thoughts of a roast, but with my own take on it. So the first thing I will do is make my own like seasoning compound kind of thing going on. I might put y'all up higher or over. Yeah, y'all can be over here. Okay, so this is the meat. This is the Dutch oven. I'm gonna put the seasonings in there. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of different salts because I heard that like Himalayan salt is really good for you, but it doesn't give you like something that the iodized gives you, like something important, I guess. We're gonna do so normal iodized salt, thyme leaves, dry thyme, ground oregano. I put turmeric in like literally everything. A tiny bit of turmeric, a tiny bit of ginger, some brown sugar that I'm gonna get from over there, and for some reason I can't find my salt. Where's my salt? Y'all, where's the salt? Why would it be in the refrigerator? Oh, you never know though. Where's the salt? I've cleaned the kitchen, so I have no idea. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Where's my salt? Okay, telepathic. Let's use my telepathic powers. I cannot believe this. Like, where's the salt? Whatever. Anyway, well, I guess we're gonna only use. Oh, that scared me. We're only gonna use iodized salt. All right. Ooh. We're eyeballing. It's not that much meat, and there will be a lot of carrots and a couple potatoes. Not too many potatoes. So I don't need that much seasoning. So I'm gonna put a tiny bit of brown sugar. Ooh, that's definitely probably enough. The darker one, I think. Yeah, organic dark brown sugar. So a tiny bit of brown sugar. More than just a tiny, actually. Like a tablespoon. A few sprinkles of oregano. I like it a little bit more sweet. And plus we're gonna put broth in it, so you might need a little bit more. Not that many of the thyme leaves because it's the actual leaves, so you really don't need to do that much. And then this isn't part of the roast recipe usually, but I'm gonna put it in myself. And just a little sprinkle, a little riff-raff, and then some thyme just to give it some light and color. And then of course the salt. Here's the salt, just like a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons or so. I don't know. I'm eyeballing it. What else did I say? Okay, I said. Okay. I got that. Her knives are really sharp. One of them, the tip came off when I was doing something probably I shouldn't have been doing with it, but which is this one actually, if you can. I went to the ER 3 times, well, no, 2 times, because I thought I might have accidentally ate it. Alright, this is like a pound or so, or something of meat. I don't know how much it is, let me see. 1.05 pounds of the meat. This is what it's looking like in there. I'm gonna just coat the meat in it. I'm putting some broth in there, so it's not really gonna probably matter too much, but I'm still gonna do it to break the meat apart a little bit because it's stuck together, and to season it. Not too much, not too little. As I'm rolling it around, there's definitely a lot of brown sugar as the base, but I like stuff that is sweet. I like it sweet, so like I like smokehouse maple bourbon type vibes, and I have GERD, so I really can't even use like too much stuff. I can't have any spice. I really not supposed to have garlic and onions and stuff. I am going to put a little bit of onions in here from the freezer though, just because I have them to get rid of. This is a red onion that I cut like a while ago. Put it in the freezer. So however much of this comes out without me touching it is how much I'm putting in there. Oh, maybe not actually. Let me figure it out. Oh, did y'all see it? Okay, I need not that. Maybe. Not that much. And the ones that fell too. I love the smell of frozen red onions, or onions in general. Not when it's freshly cut and stuff, but frozen, it smells different. And let me see a little bit more. Alright, that's enough onion. Just a little bit of taste. This is what it's looking like. I already cut up a whole pack of carrots. Lots of carrots. More carrots than meat, honestly. Which is more reason for me to have the brown sugar, because I really love my carrots brown sugar glazed anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna touch them since my hands have the seasoning on it. Alright, like I said, it's way more carrots in there the meat. I'm trying to think. Should I put a little bit more seasoning? No, I'm gonna leave it alone. Now I'm gonna get some potatoes. Got this bag of potatoes. I don't know how many. However many, I'll wash off real quick. Okay. I washed off 3 potatoes, so I'm going to cut these 3 potatoes. Like, one's kind of big, and the other one is really kind of small, and the other one's, like, medium. I'm going to cut them up into big, like, slices. I'll show you. This is the littlest one. I'm going to cut it down the middle. And then lay it on the side and cut it into 4. Like this. And I'm going to just put it in there. Now I'm looking at 2 might be enough. This is the medium one, and I'm going to cut this up into 5. And take the ends off. Okay, I think two is good. 2 suffice. It's just me and Janelle. And this is what it's looking like. The meat is at the bottom. And then this is beef, so I'm gonna use beef stew. I mean, I meant to say I'm gonna use beef broth or stock. I'm gonna use this beef broth. I don't know if I need to shake it up. And if this isn't enough liquid, I'm gonna put bone broth in too. Oh, nope, this is definitely enough. I actually maybe didn't even need all of it, but I'm going to use all of it. I'm making stew in the oven. That was 32 ounces. 32 ounces of stew. I am going to stir it a tiny bit because last time I made something in this, like, yeah, I'll stir it a little bit. Not like super crazy stir, but like, plus the brown sugar's all the way at the bottom, so not that much, but a little bit. Just pick it up a little bit. I do want all of the meat though to still be in the water. I don't want any meat showing because I want my meat to be juicy. And then I'm gonna put the lid on it anyway though, so you know. I have to look up what degrees I should put this on. Put my onions back in the freezer. Okay, and I didn't use this, but I'm gonna leave it out because it's wet. So, yeah. Put the lid on. That was a little bit of water. Put the lid on. I'm gonna go get my other phone so I can look up, like, well, actually, let me see if this tells me cooking instructions. Okay, it doesn't tell me like any recipes or anything, so I'm gonna go look it up online. I'm gonna turn the oven on 350 to preheat, just because that's usually like everything. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my phone. Okay, so what I seen online when I put beef stew in Dutch oven it says something about browning the meat first and bringing it to a boil on the stovetop first. I'm not doing all of that. It's going straight in the oven. Yeah, I don't know about all that. But it said 325 to braise it for an hour and 30 minutes. I don't know nothing about all of that either. I'm gonna put it in there. It's gonna be in there for about an hour. I'm gonna check it. If the meat look done, if the meat done, it's done. Maybe 2 hours, because I made a roast and it told me to do 3 to 4 hours, and I checked it at 2 hours and it looked it done. It was like really shriveled up and looked all the way done. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not gonna do my own thing because it says literally 3 to 4 hours. I left it in there for 1 more hour to check on it to see if it was done at the 3, because it looked done anyway, instead of the 4 at 2. And it was literally burnt. Literally burnt. So I'm not listening to them no more. It's going in the oven. Did I show y'all what it looked like with the water in there? I mean the broth. This is what it looked like. Yummy, yummy in our tummy, right? Exactly. That's what my baby gonna think. I'm gonna make sure it's at the right temperature though, because clearly. Oh, I don't know how I got y'all on there the first time. You grew me. What? Alright, I'm gonna put y'all on this.